say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Finds his man. It's Lincoln. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Lincoln. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The quick out. Pull down for the tackle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. He's got it down the left. Off and running. The tap. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone now and see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Fires to the tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Rebels are on the move. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program.
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Kane! And they add 6 more on the board with that triple house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Referee signals timeout. Defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Off the play fake on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin a turnover.
Pass interference, defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. There's a lot of pressure on you. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway. No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And the Rebels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Gives it on the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. They're just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Canes are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it. Down to 2 minutes before half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wants to throw on first down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Might be changing the route. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Pemberton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the move. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Miami. And the route is on.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Whips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The give on the option. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, keep that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lincoln. That's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. In the red area, it's Burks. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had this...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, King! On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York.
Fires to the big fella.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be... If you're the offense, guys, you were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The inside handoff. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Let's go! We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Nice. Another broken tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,